Born to parents who were former poaching victims, this was an extraordinary birth that was kept confidential to monitor the newborn and give the first-time parents space to bond with their offspring. Now, Nabalu, meaning Spirit of the Mountain, has been publicly unveiled as a gibbon said to be the first North Bornean gibbon, or Hylobates funereus, locally known as Kalawat, to be born in rehabilitation to parents Manis and Candyman. Since his birth on May 8th at the Borneo Gibbon Rehabilitation Project site in Kota Belud, Nabalu is like any other newborn.
Nabalu birth is one of the most significant event for gibbons rehabilitation and conservation in Malaysia. This is because his species, the Hylobates funereus, had never been bred before in any captivity or rehabilitation setup. So when we are able to breed Manis and Candyman, we are really excited because this means they already passed one of the important criteria for release. And then when we know this family are able to reproduce, means we can add more population of Hylobates funereus in the wild, because there are not many of them. They are in some parts of Sabah and Sarawak and Brunei and Indonesia. So we are really excited and happy about this bird.
Nabalu's parents, Candyman and Manis, were both handed over by Sabah Wildlife Department to Borneo GREP to begin their rehabilitation journey since January 17, 2023, and was paired on July 5, 2024. Initially, Candyman showed severe trauma from prolonged isolation, while Manis was tensed and fearful. Candyman is now confident and alert, while Manis has become affectionate and calm. Successful gibbon rewilding requires the fulfillment of all the criteria for release based on International Union for Conservation of Nature guidelines.
So the rehabilitation process overall it takes 5 to 15 years for each individuals to be released back to the wild. Once they fulfill all the 7 criteria that been in the best practice guidelines for gibbons rehabilitation and translocation from IUCN, then we are able to release them. But it takes a long time. They need to go to quarantine process. They need to go through years of rehabilitation, which we need to make sure they need to know how to sing. They need to know how to socialize with other gibbons. They need to know how to defend themselves, how to find food, and then we need to make sure they don't have any mental illness like stereotypic behavior. Because most of the gibbons that came from pet, they will have this mental problem. Where sometimes they hurt themselves, they do self-rocking, they bite their own fingers. So these are some of the challenges for us to help to treat them, because some can recover, some cannot recover at all.
The gibbon rehabilitation projects are Malaysia's first small ape rehabilitation centers, with one established in Pahang in 2013 and Borneo GREP established in Kota Belud in 2022. Both centers' sites rescue, rehabilitate, and rewild, help orphaned captive gibbons and other primates who are victims of the illegal pet trade, bushmeat, and other unfortunate situations. Meanwhile, Sabah Tourism, Culture and Environment Minister Datuk Seri Christina Liu said the ministry, through the Sabah Wildlife Department, will support gibbon conservation and rehabilitation.
We from Gibbon Conservation Society would like to say thank you so much and appreciate so much the support from Dr. Christina Liu, from the Minister of Tourism and Natural Resources, and also the Sabah Wildlife Department themselves, who makes things easy for us in Sabah, where they give full support, and that makes us able to do all the rehabilitation process to get the gibbons rehabilitated, and it makes things smoother for us.
Mariani adds, with Nabalu's birth, both Manis and Candyman have proven their readiness for rewilding, not just as individuals, but as a family unit.
So by helping them creating a family, they just need to reproduce in the wild and add more population, and just find a house for themselves and live and add more population.
However, a suitable release site must be identified and officially approved before they can be released into the wild.